of the items that you're selling and give you the recommended price that you can sell it at. It can get a bit confusing to have so many recipes in your bag because they all have the same icon. So what I recommend you do is that you set aside an empty bag where you can store item where you already have listing in the auction house. For my example, all the items that I don't want to list yet, I put it on the bottom right corner of my bag. Notice I left the timer on in this video, and so you can tell how long exactly it takes me to sell all these items. And I spent about 15 minutes in the auction house listing these items manually. And it will probably take you a week to sell every single items that you have, but you wouldn't be spending any more than 2 to 5 minutes per day in the auction house to maintain it. Well, that was day one of the vendor run and putting stuff on the auction house for the first time. And this is day two, and I'm just checking my mailbox. I have a lot of items that I've sold already, but I'm not going to open them just yet because I want to open them all at the same time so we get like an easy total for you to see. And what I'm going to do right now is top up my listing in the auction house with items that I didn't put up yesterday because I didn't want to flood the auction house of the same items. Always remember to scan the auction house daily. The more you scan, the more accurate your auctionator database, which is very important. So this will only take me a couple of minutes again to sell my items. If you're going to do the vendor run daily, you're going to have a lot more items per day to sell. You will likely spend about 15 to 20 minutes per day just organizing and selling the items in the auction house. Our Dailies and Events guide comes with free vendor run guides that covers the Outland, Kalimdor and Eastern Kingdom. If you do them all on the same day, you're going to have a lot more variety of items to sell, and you will make a lot more gold per day in the auction house. In this example, I only did the Outland guide and it took me about 40 minutes because I just want to prove to you just how much gold you will make with 1 hour of playtime. Alright, after spending about a couple of minutes yesterday relisting some of my auction, this is day 3 of me trying to sell my items. A lot of my stuff has already been sold, but I left them in the mailbox so we can collect them all in one go, and I will show you the result very soon. I thought I'd show you how to quickly use this check for undercut feature with Auctionator. For this video, I really want to sell all my items as fast as I can, so I'm going to undercut all my competitors so my items will sell first. And Auctionator have an easy way to check who's undercutting your listing just by going to the More tab and click on the check for undercut in the bottom left corner. As you can see, it's checking all my listing on the left hand side there, and the ones with the red cross means that someone else is selling the same items cheaper than I am. So I'm going to cancel my listing and relist them cheaper than them. This is only recommended if you want to sell your item quickly, but the best way to the most profit is to sell it at the average market price. But because the nature of the vendor run guide, you're going to be dealing with so many different type of items, so many spell recipe, and they don't stack, they take up a lot of bag space. You really want to get rid of them as fast as you can. These vendor recipe, they have an artificial value. Remember that they only cost you silvers to a couple of gold, so it's not likely that you're going to make a loss by keep undercutting people. Selling the items earlier means less time spent on the auction house. You don't have to go back to your mailbox, pick them up and relist them on the auction. Alright, today is day 4 and we're finally going to collect all the gold from the mailbox from the items that we sold. For this video, I've only sold items that I've collected from the vendor run guide. This is the part where you need the postal add-on, which will open all your mail automatically. You can see in the chat log the amount of gold I'm collecting per item. A lot of the recipes tend to go for around 25 to 50 gold, and I also sold companion items for over 100 gold. Companions or vanity pets always sell really well. There's actually a vendor in Netherstorm that sell about 6 different companions, and you can purchase as much as you want and stock up heaps on them, but make sure you don't have many competitors selling the same vanity pets, or else you may be stuck with them for a long time. Alright, we're getting close to the end, and the total gold that I collected today is 1654 gold. And when I calculate the difference between my final gold and my starting gold, I made about 1260 gold per hour. It took me 38 minutes to do the vendor run, and then about 15 minutes to do the first set of auction, and then another couple of minutes per day to relist some of the items. So the whole process took me about an hour, and I made over 1200 gold. And as you can see in my backpack, I still have about 50 items left over to sell. And I should have kept recording this video, because the next few days I made another 600 gold selling the rest of the items. My 1200 gold per hour estimate is quite conservative. I think you can make a lot more once you learn which item will sell at higher prices, and if you can manage your time better. Well, I hope this video shows you how powerful this guide can be, and how easy it is for anyone to make gold by using this guide. This technique will work for anyone and on any server. Not many people make gold this way because doing the vendor run is extremely confusing without a guide. The vendor run guide is available with our Dailies and Events guide, so get it and start using it today. Alright, this is Dugi, good luck and thank you for watching.